Wine sitting in the living room with Ryan playing with his new colors and making drawings. Wine noticed him running into his dad's office and coming back with a happy and a cheerful face. He came and rested his drawings on her lap when she frowned and picked. The drawing when Ryan looked at her with innocent big doe eyes. Ryan, Mama. Dada said he loved my drawing, did you? Wine sighs as she saw men holding guns with all the aesthetics of Jungkook's work. Ryan, Mama tell, impatient. She didn't want to break the little boy's heart, but she knew she had to. Wine picked him up and settled him on her lap. Wine, honey, Mama loves all your drawings, but not this one. Ryan frowns and pouts. Ryan, but why, Mama? Wine took a deep breath. Wine, Mama doesn't like violence, guns, and this, pointing on his drawing. It scares Mama. Do you want Mama to get scared? Ryan felt like crying but instantly refused. Ryan, no. Ryan doesn't want Mama to get scared, never. Wine smiles and kisses his cheek. Ryan, my baby. Ryan instantly smiles and buried his face in her chest. How about we draw cars, butterflies, and your favorite cartoon characters? His eyes lightened up and he got off drawing when Jungkook was observing everything from a corner. He pushed himself away, walking. Towards her, JK, come on, sweetheart, it's just a drawing. Don't act like that. He chuckles and took a seat beside her on the couch when she pretends to be working on the laptop, trying to ignore him. When he smirks and wraps an arm playfully around her waist, only to tickle her when she. Gasped and turned to him. Wine, cook, behave. JK. Oh, I'm behaving, darling. Mischievous grin. Come on now, you can't give me a silent treatment. She shook her head and saw Ryan busy in drawing. Jungkook smirks and still kisses when she stood tough, despite she felt like giving up. Ryan rolled her eyes when he raised his eyebrows. Jakey, I can see you rolling those eyes. Jungkook saw Ryan is occupied before he suddenly grabs her and throws her over his shoulder, standing up straight and walking off to the bedroom with her when she gasps and controls her blush. He entered the bedroom with her still on his shoulder and locked the door behind before tossing her onto the bed and pinning her hands above and smirked. JK, now try to ignore me. She blushes hard and gulps. Wine, cook, kissed her passionately. Wine's face was buried in his neck when she snuggled and stared a little at the sudden knock at the door. Jungkook pulled himself, getting up and groaned at the sudden disturbance. He got up wearing a pair of sweatpants and opening the door, only to see Ryan with his nanny. Rubbing his sleepy eyes, Nanny, sorry sir for the disturbance, but little master was willing to go to Mrs. June. Jungkook's eyes knowing he could be really difficult sometimes. He dismissed her with a nod when he picked Ryan, shutting the door behind and walking to the bed. JK, hey little buddy, Mama's asleep, let's just sleep quietly. Ryan slid into the sheets when Ryan realized and embraced him only to get a warm smile from Jungkook. Ryan, Mama. Ryan looks at Ryan and kisses his forehead when his eyelids got heavy and he slept peacefully between both of them. Jungkook smiles and gives them a good night kiss and drifts off to sleep, holding his entire world in his arms. The next day spent as usual, but things got messed up when Jungkook was preparing Ryan to take to his organization to see what he does. Jungkook stopped her and turned her to face him. JK, you can't run away from this situation like this. We need to talk. Wine. I don't want to talk about anything. Upset. Jungkook sighs and pulls her closer and made smooth circles on her waist when he knew he couldn't avoid this. Conversation, JK. Look, sweetheart, I understand, but Ryan is my son too, as much as he's yours, and you know I would never ever do anything to hurt him or you. But this inheritance legacy is too important for me. It's my entire life work. I worked tough to make this organization where it stands today. It's not some ragtag group. This organization holds power, money, influence, authority, and it always needs a leader to run. And somebody has to run it after me, and he'll be Ryan, our baby. Ryan, no, frustrated. Ryan wouldn't step into this violence. His gaze narrowed when he clenched his jaw. You cannot conclude it all as simple violence when you know very well how much this organization paid back us. This is my entire life. Our generations are born for this. I'll teach our son what my dad taught me and what his. Dad taught him, and if you think you have a say in this matter, then it's your biggest mistake. He's my blood, the June here. His voice holds authority. The Junes are born to lead. Why? Lead? Lead what? How to be violent, kill people, and raise in guns and weapons? Jungkook knew it was true, but it's not all true. He takes a step closer. JK, look, Ryan, you're my wife, mother of our son. Even if I want to, I can't fight with you. But this organization is a part of who I am, and I can't erase it even if I want to. And it will be the fate of our son too. Ryan, why? Why can't you? This legacy tradition can end here. It doesn't have to pass on further. JK, what you're asking for is impossible. Ryan, I don't care. Stubborn and resistant. Jungkook clenched his jaw and held her arms, this time firm, but still careful not to hurt her. JK, you knew who I am and what power I held when we got married. I never hide anything from you. But now, when I'm making my son to be a part of it, I won't let you come in the way. You're the wife of the country's biggest syndicate. Wine. Yes, I agreed to marry you because I. Thought I could change you and separate you from this filth. But I failed. Tears gathered in her eyes. Jungkook's eyes softened when he saw tears in her eyes and embraced her. JK, no darling, you didn't fail. You did your best, being patient and loving and choosing the best for. Our family, but I'm sorry, I'm born with this, and a son would be the next leader of this organization, whether you like it or not. I won't back off, helpless when he saw tears rolling over her eyes. Please, you're hurting me. Don't whine. How could you? I carried him for 9 months. Bear all the pain and then birth, weak on her knees when she clenched her fingers on his shirt. Jungkook's eyes filled with tears too. He knew she went through a lot. JK, I know sweetheart, but very well. But please try to understand I'm helpless. We can't escape from reality. Jungkook helped her take a seat and bent in front of her, gently taking her hands in his and kissed her knuckles. JK, I love you and our son so much that I would do everything to protect you in my power. But eventually he has to raise strong, tough, and fearless, or else he won't be able to face the harsh reality of this world. He cannot be babied his entire life. He needs to get exposed to who his dad is so that in future he could protect his family just like my grandfather, my father, and I am doing. Wine understood his words, but she was worried for the son's well-being. He wiped and kissed her tears away. Surprisingly, he was way more gentle and cupped her cheeks. Wine, Cook, I can't bear the thought of something happening to our baby in this line. Jungkook sniffles and kissed her forehead. JK, hey, I know, and it's absolutely right for you to. Worry, but you trust me, right? As long as I'm taking breaths, I won't let anyone even think of hurting either of you. Wine knew how much protective he is, Wine. But he's just 4. We can't snatch his childhood like this. Jungkook thought for a moment, knowing she was right. JK, alright, I won't say a single thing until he's 7, but after that it's him and this responsibility. And I would train him to be a strong man who can protect himself and his family. Wine knows and looks down with puffy eyes when he felt awe and embraced her when she buried her face in his neck and calmed down knowing this legacy is important for him and she chooses it to be Ryan's fate when she got married to Jungkook. Once she calmed down and pulled back, he kissed her gently. JK, I love you so much. We're in this together. I promise our son. Would be raised to be tough, strong, and kind man like his dada. Wine smiled and nodded. JK, who will have his soft side only for his princess. Wine blushed and looked away when he chuckled knowing things are better now. He scooped her in his arms and took her inside. Wine, Cook, put me down. What are you doing? Blushing mess. JK, you know exactly what I'm doing. Puts her on the bed and locks the door. And besides that, don't you think Ryan deserves a little baby brother or sister? Unbuttoning his shirt. Wine bites her lower lip, trying to play it cool and pretending to act innocent. JK, don't bite it until you want me to do it. And sweet, do not act innocent. I guess you're forgetting we already have Ryan together. Wine blushes and chuckles when he hovers over her and kisses her neck and pins her hands on the sheets.